Hello. So I have to ask a question to everybody in here before I get going. See, on YouTube, you can save settings. So if you play Call of Duty, UFC, you can quickly change between your last stream and what it was you were doing so you don't have to like re-input everything. But because of that, it's saying that there's a conflict with multiple stream keys being used. So it kept defaulting. Hello. So it kept defaulting to Philminator Livestream with like a default thumbnail, and it kept erasing all the stuff that I was doing. So right now, I'm curious as to what you see as a title. Like, did it actually work? Do you see the thumbnail for UFC 4? Does it say EA Sports UFC 4 Livestream and chat? Or does it just say Philminator Livestream? That's what I'm trying to figure out really quick. Because the shit is messed up. This is another reason, real quick, we'll get into the game there in a minute. But this is why I don't like YouTube. Like, this is just another reason to vent. Okay, does it show you a thumbnail? Like of the actual game? Because I created a thumbnail. Okay. And it shows like a UFC thumbnail or my face. So just to recap, when you live stream on YouTube, it'll ask you if you want to use your prior settings from a previous live stream, right? So like I said, if you were doing Call of Duty, you don't have to do the thumbnail. You don't have to do the title and all the tagging. It'll just remember your last setting. If you played FIFA Soccer, you would click on your FIFA Soccer stream, right? Anyhow, I did a new live stream. And yeah, so I started it from scratch because I'm doing a new game. Get it? So if I ever flip flop and I know that I'm just going to play UFC 4 and not all the other games, I don't want to reuse the old settings. I want to use a new stream. Anyhow, it was giving me a hard time with the stream key. And that's not the first time it's done that. So that's enough of that. At least you understand why I was having so many issues. I just wanted you all to get why I'm making such a big deal out of this. Because it is a big deal. Because a lot of people, thank you, a lot of people talk smack, right? Oh, this thing sucks, but they don't really back up why. This is why I'm having such a hard time with YouTube. You can't really control the trolls. You can't make it more difficult for trolls to come in. It's just really dumb. So we'll get into this here. Yeah, because what I could have done, by the way, to skip all the BS, there is something I could have done. I just want to share one last thing, sorry. I could have gone to my generic live stream that I always copy and paste, or reuse from a setting. And I could have just gone in and edited the thumbnail and the tags. It really wouldn't have taken that long to do, to be honest. But that's the whole point of being able to use a prior stream's setting, is so that you don't have to do any editing. It's just there it is. And when I start from scratch, it kept... Anyways, I'm done. Sorry. It really bothers me. So this is the live stream, as you can see, UFC 4 through the trial. I've got about 9 hours left. I have not pre-ordered the game yet. I more than likely will. I just kind of want to goof around for a little bit and fight now. And then I might try some career stuff. It's just to kind of, as I want to be known as the showcase guy. You know, if someone's like, hey, what are the languages? What are the settings? What does the menu look like? Because I don't do game reviews because I suck at those. I don't know how I would do that. So you can do Fight Now, which is the classic fighting experience. You can do the basic settings, like do you want a championship, 3 rounds or whatever. You can choose your venue, the difficulty of the game, the accelerated clock or real time. Do you want to do strict or combined weight class? But what's really neat about that is if you go to custom really quick, you get, I think this is the first time in the franchise. Look at how many settings you get. Right. Look at this. I think the reason I have a hard time reviewing games is because I get into too many details. I try to cover everything so you get a full picture of what the hell's going on. The first thing that stood out to me was this: 37 effing options for your match. Weight class, submission frequency, like clinch frequency, like for the AI or whatever, like takedown frequency, grapple strike frequency, stand up, you know, your AI, what type of person is he more likely to be? Do you want to just do the default, or do you want to force him to be a brawler? Competitive HUD, grapple advantage. I kind of, played around with this there. That wasn't quite fair. But you can just do an absurd amount of crap. I'll rebalance it so it's not too cheesy. You are pretty much doing a game review, it's just a conversation. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry. I was getting distracted. Yeah, so that's why I call my videos that I do sometimes like overviews or first thought or first impressions. I don't dub them an actual review, because to me a review is a well thought out, constructed thing. And I don't read off a script. I just kind of go, hey, check this out. Do you want them to have health recovery or not? I don't recall this ever being a thing, like I said in the other UFC games. So this is the number one thing that stood out to me. You can really tailor your experience. And to me, that's really important, because some of these games can be extremely difficult. Stamina recovery. Anyways, you get the idea. There's just like a lot of crazy stuff you can do. Like, it's just crazy. I'll just leave it at that. So I'll back out of that. I'll just start a match. I'll just kind of finally get into it. Yeah, so basically there's sliders. I could have just left it at that and summed it all up. Just, there's sliders. But I thought I would show you a little bit more in depth, because, I don't know, that's just kind of how I do things. I find it's important, like it can be long and convoluted and a little bit like, oh, dude, just get to the point. But my whole goal is, by the time a video is done, there's almost no questions left to ask, because, you know what I mean? I'm trying to dissect that shit. So you can choose your fighters by top fighters here. You'll see your 3 champions with the gold background. So this is not all the fighters there. These are just your top fighters. Something I wanted to share that I thought was interesting, in case you care about what's new to the game that I don't think was in prior entries of the series. You can be Bruce effing Buffer. Seriously? Like, how cool is that? He's looking pretty good. I wish I looked like that. Minus the hair. He can keep the hair. Yeah. So that was an interesting thing right there, having Bruce Buffer in there. A lot of people are saying the graphics look like poo. I don't know, man. I think it looks great. I've played a couple of matches. I think it looks good. We're just going to go through this quickly. We don't need to look at every single fighter. Looks like Jesus did a little bit of roids there. He's in the game. So Bruce Buffer was an interesting addition to the game. Downloadable content, of course, Bruce Lee. How the fuck Bruce Lee isn't a perfect 5 out of 5 is beyond me, because Khabib is pretty much better stats than Bruce Lee. We all know that's bullshit, but whatever. There was another one that I wanted to see. That was interesting, sorry. So this is a bit of a glitch. I wanted to show you that. It's a very subtle glitch. Or maybe they're twins, I don't know. I don't get it, but he's duplicated for some reason. I think Joe Rogan's, or Dana White, actually. It's funny you say that. I think Dana White, you can fight as Dana White. So there's CM Punk. I love CM Punk as a person, as a WWE fighter. We don't need to go on about how he didn't do too well in UFC. So with all due respect, I'm personally excited he's in the game, but I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised he's in the game 2 entries in a row, despite only ever having fought twice and never won a match. But, you know. So it looks like there's a couple of glitches. It looks like there's a couple of duplicate fighters. They don't have alternate attires. Anyways, I'm almost done, I promise, and we'll get into some action. I did see... Oh, that is weird. Looks like there's a few instances of double fighters. There we go. Dana White. Of course, it had to be right at the bottom. So we've got Dana White. We've got CM Punk. Bruce Buffer. So those were the 3 notable fighters that, to me, stood out a lot. I was going to say on your other video, the graphics are not good compared to today's standard. No details in the character mode. While there is some anti-aliasing-ish stuff going on, I can notice a little bit more. I don't know. All I know is I'm having fun. That's the main thing. So Dana White, CM Punk, and the other dude, Bruce Buffer. Those were the 3 things I thought were important to mention, because I wasn't expecting that. In closing, what was I going to say? Isn't Joe Rogan, like, I kind of get Joe Rogan and Dana White mixed up. I'm not going to lie. Dana White is the promoter. I don't think he's a fighter. Joe Rogan is the dude that, no offense, I don't really care for much, but we're not going to get into politics in this video. But Joe Rogan is a real-life fighter. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dana White is not. So the joke is, wouldn't it have made more sense to have Joe Rogan in the game and not Dana White? No, I know he's a commentator, but the dude is a real MMA fighter. He's not like UFC caliber. Right. Exactly. That's right. But Joe Rogan's the real deal. Like, he trains and all that. I'm just saying, wouldn't that have made more sense? Because Dana White's just the guy that smiles and here's the promo. Here's what's happening. Anyways, enough of that crap. Let me just pick a guy. Yeah, this is a pretty typical match setup. Now, I do want to let you know that this is on easy. It would have made more sense. That's what I'm getting at, yeah. Or at least just add him on top of.
All right, coming up next, a welterweight
So,
title fight between
what I want to mention is the disparity in difficulty. We'll get into that in a second. Joe Rogan, yes, the commentator. Right, he isn't a UFC fighter. He started training martial art. Right, yes, that's, yeah.
All right, so here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, San Jose.
Again, this doesn't look overly terrible. There's something different about the graphics. I think 3 may have looked a bit better.
So here we go, round 1, superstar. Whoa! Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, his opponent squirming like...
I goofed up. That's not even me playing. Somehow... There we go. See how distracted I got? This is what happens. I was like, why is my dude moving on his own? I was like, did someone hack my PlayStation?
Fish out of water now, the crowd...
I think this is me now.
This could very well be the beginning of the...
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some thrills in the drowning pound fighter. This young man
Anyways.
Well,
Oh.
really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC.
There we go.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the
Now, just real quick. Whatever. I'll just keep talking.
looking to finish now because he's got his
This is on. Well, no, it's me now playing.
now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it.
Now, this I really like. If I keep it in the blue, this is a really interesting bar.
He's gonna attack armbar here.
See that? Whoops, I got distracted again. I'm red, I gotta keep it in the blue. I just gotta follow it. Trigger sensitive. And then you'll tap him out.
Recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta
And I really like that change from the prior entries. This...
Under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
Oh, that's me. Okay, good. On easy, it's quite doable. Obviously, I hope so. But on normal, there's a big difference. I can't win a match on normal. It's pretty pathetic.
There you go.
And there it is!
He's done. What a fight.
Yeah, that is high-level grappling right there as he gets the win tonight here by way of submission. And he bided
That
his
was just to
time
show
there,
you a
stayed
quick
patient,
little
waited
whatever
for an
there.
opening, and
I'll
then
probably
when he was
do
there,
a
he
couple
certainly
of
capitalized to get the tap here tonight.
replays really quick. I might try a bit of career mode as well.
Let's take a look back at the
It's more to
replays.
just kind of show the...
By submission tonight, champ.
Well, just the
Does a great
gameplay.
job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe
Matter,
when you're
but
fighting
EA
this
is
guy.
phoning
You're in
this
a lot of trouble. You're in a lot
on.
of trouble. The entire
Sorry, that
Let's
confused
go
me.
inside the octagon to Bruce
Yeah,
Buffer.
it doesn't really matter, but EA is phoning this in on graphics. There's certain parts that look good. There is online. I don't know if there is online right now, but there is online in general. I won't play online. I suck at the game. Anyhow, you can unlock stuff too as you win. You do stuff. You get some XP and shit like that. No, but I don't think it looks bad. I don't know. Like, I mean, I got 4 eyes. I got a big screen. I'm just saying. See? I unlocked some stuff there. So that seems to be new to the series. It's kind of like more along the WWE style. That you're getting some coins. You could buy coins. I'll probably just do a quick rematch. Just a couple of times there. But I don't think it looks bad, but they're...
All right, so here we
I
go.
don't know.
Round one, arguably the two biggest stars in
Is
the
it that
game right
people
now.
think the game looks bad, or they're just disappointed it hasn't evolved in 2 years since the last entry? I'm still trying to get used to the controls there, so I'm just kind of goofing around a bit.
Nice punch, and an immediate transition to the judo throw right into side control.
He's inside control. He's got a ton of options.
Oh,
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
but there is something about the flow of the game.
Oh, nice knees by him, man.
I don't know
He is
what
not
he's trying to
deterring.
do, but
He is
that's
throwing to
straight up
all
looking like
parts of
some
the target tonight.
shit I'm not into.
All your weapons tonight. He is using those knees to slow down his opponent.
Misses with the right hand. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the center.
Now I have the stamina on so that it doesn't take a lot of stamina, because I just want to goof around with the different moves. I don't really know the moves, to be honest. That's why I'm kind of just playing around right now.
3 minutes to go, round one.
It's to also just show the,
20 total strikes.
well, just to see how it looks, right? To see if it looks stiff or...
Big kick land.
See?
Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage.
See? Sit down.
Got him hurt here.
Oh,
He's gonna try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
Knee on belly. Postures up. Knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is gonna get stopped.
Oh, there, okay.
Now he's
See?
on top of him looking for the finish.
If I do the L1, it punches him in the head. Otherwise, it's just in the ribs. And I like how the screen goes red. Like I said, I'm literally just I'm playing with this guy right now. You can do that on easy. On normal, though, you don't want to play around. Because you will get your ass kicked.
Final minute.
I'm trying to just make the... let me read the chat, because there seems to be a lot of stuff going on in the chat there real quick. The graphics look good and gameplay looks... Yeah, I'm having fun, is all I know. But UFC 1 for PS4 looked more or less the same, right? Which meant they kept the same graphics over the 3 games. Hasn't evolved. My opinion, if the gameplay is great, the graphics can be bad. Yeah. Looks like a good game. Release date is in 3 days on the 14th. So in 3 days, but if you pay $5 Canadian, you can get EA access and you'll get 10 hours. So whether you're on Xbox or PS4, you could play this right now. This has been out since yesterday and I didn't even know. I think some of you are missing my point. EA is bad at recycling the same games. Oh, yeah, they do that. FIFA series. Yeah, I just know real quick, and then I'll kind of ignore you for a few minutes while I play. What I'm noticing in just the look and feel of the game is, though it may look the same, it feels different. It feels better. I need to emphasize this. I have never been able to effing submit anybody in the prior games. The shit was, it made me feel like I was like mentally challenged. I'm not kidding. I couldn't do submissions. It was really brutal. I couldn't defend myself from them. I find they really simplified it with the trigger system, so it's trigger sensitive when you're following that bar. So there's still real skill involved in that. You've got to adjust how much of the trigger you're going to pull to make that bar sway. So there's still a sense of like it's not just a button mash. And to me, that's amazing. So as long as you have good precision with, the trigger sensitivity, you can do some submissions and defend yourself from that as I shown in the game. And I think that right there is a massive gameplay overhaul. I'm not saying the graphics are bad. I'm saying they don't... Right. I want to see that blood show. Wow. We're violent. I'm into that too. Submissions were always easy. You just need to... Sure, maybe to you they were. I'm just sharing for me. Like, for me personally. Anyways. I'm enjoying this a lot more. See, like I can... See? Let's submit this bastard. Like it's now this is the left analog stick. You're just spinning it in a circle. And there's still, some skill involved. Like you got to keep up with the bar. And you could see the bar at the bottom. It's not convoluted. You could see my progress into submitting him, and you could see his progress into escaping. But yeah,
it was straight. He threw him in combination.
I'm excited, like I said, because the last game I treated it as like a boxing game. Does that make sense? It was like punching, a little bit of grappling, but there was no submissions, because as soon as I got submitted, I was done, I was dead. And I couldn't submit people, even on easy. In this game, I can defend myself from submissions and submit people, is all I'm saying. So to me, that's exciting. Right there, that gameplay change right there. Ooh. There we go. Let me turn down my game a bit.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight.
You won't hear a difference, but I felt like I was yelling. So being able to submit, resist a submission, massive roster, and the insane customization that you can tweak with the sliders for the match type. That alone just makes me want to buy the game. But yes, technically speaking, that could have probably just been implemented in an update in the last game. But
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 21 seconds of round number 2.
sometimes they do a lot of improvements that you don't really see or notice right away. They're like under the hood things. I do know that if you read the details on the game, there's supposedly like a lot of changes. I know you like this, Phil, but this is one of the reasons I feel love with EA. Yeah, trust me, that shot with McGregor on the bench. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, I even said it in the description, I think. You know, this game is definitely not perfect. Wait a second. There, I want to change my fighter. Wait, how is... Well, there's one dumb thing there. How the fuck is George St... I guess it's because he hasn't been too active lately. But he's not considered a top fighter. That's kind of weird. To me, but yeah. Yeah, it's like FIFA. It's like NHL. Every year, sometimes it's like recycled stuff. They do subtle little things here and there. And then that's where a lot of them get a lot of hate. Because though there are improvements, some people feel like, could that not have been implemented in an update? You know, especially with Madden. Madden is incredibly guilty of some stuff. They'll remove a feature 1 year from franchise mode or something. And then a couple of years later, they'll bring back said old feature and claim it as being a new feature. It's like, bitch, that was in your prior game 2 years ago, but you removed it. Like, what the fuck is that? You're supposed to add and build upon a franchise, not strip things out, then sneak them back in a few years later. You know? I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. Thanks. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how much longer I'll be. I just want to get a little bit of footage going because I am on 3 hours of sleep. And I can't survive the whole day on 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, I think they could have done a big update, to be honest with you. I think UFC could have probably done like a roster update. You know, all those added things that I talked about. You know, like the new mechanic for the grappling. I think it's better, personally. Obviously, better is subjective. The extra settings that you can do in the play now, which I think is great. That obviously could have been patched in. But it's easy for me to say because I'm not like a software engineer, you know, like I don't know truly if this is something that could have just been, you know, thrown in as an update. It's kind of hard to say. Wow, that dude is tall as hell. Sure, why not? I haven't checked out the career mode, though. I might, after, I don't know. I might do that on my own. I mainly just kind of wanted to, literally just show it, right? Like, do the moves look fluid? Do they look a bit stiff? There's a few spots where it looks a bit, you know, not super fluid. Yeah, they slowly improve over time. I don't know what happened there. See? Looks like that glitched. Looks like he's got Parkinson's disease there. See that? So there's a glitch. So the double fighters being there definitely needs to be another update to this. Yeah, see? It's frozen. Or like it hung. It's not fully frozen because I can just restart it and it probably won't do that. See? And it kind of stuttered there for a second. There we go.
back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
All right, so he postures up.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Looks like maybe he's trying to get an arm underneath the chin.
He's side to side, trying to get a bulldog choke.
I don't think I'll choke him. I don't want to end it yet. But you can see the bar at the bottom. Can I cancel the move? I'm not even trying. I don't even think I can cancel the move. But there's just something about the movement when they're grappling each other. I don't know. I like it more.
All right, so just like that, back to a standing
Oh.
position. We will see who has the advantage. Andy switches. Oh!
Come on. A boot to the head. Oh.
Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage. Yeah, that right there is a high level.
I love this guy. He's probably one of my favorite fighters, like, ever. Ever. And it's not because he's French. And it's not because he's Canadian. And it's not because he's bald, like me. And sadly, for me, that's where the similarities end. Look at that kick. Oh, that was funny.
But don't ignore all the work he did with his hands and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way.
But yeah, WWE 2K20.
Like
I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy the game now, like I'm able to enjoy it. I paid $20 for the Ultimate Edition. What an absolute shitfest that game was, but after 8 updates, I'm not gonna lie, it came a long way where it's actually playable, you know, so where it should have been when the game first came out. And when a game is as bad as what it is, don't even get me started with the WWE 2K. That's like one of my, like that series, like wrestling games are one of my favorite games in the world. But I will shit all over that bitch where it needs to be shat on. It was inexcusable. So they're new developers, they took over the game, they didn't have all the assets, blah, 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 boo-hoo. They should have been honest and said, due to this recent transition, you know, we are going to be on a learning curve, you know, getting this game up and going, just whatever. And I just feel like they should have been honest with us, is really what they should have done. And discounted the game from the beginning and say, look, you know, you're going to help us beta test the game, essentially. And it should have just been on discount. They wouldn't have gotten nearly as much hate if they would have just done that. But yeah, I might take a look at career real quick. Like I said, just to kind of see. Maybe do that for a bit, because like I said, I do have to go soon. Like, I do want to be able to, you know, take a nap or something. I need to sleep for at least about another hour today.
Yo! Hello? Anybody home? What, you daydreaming again? Number of times I've seen you looking up at this wall. I told you you'd make it to the big show. Now here we are. UFC debut right around the corner. All right. UFC promo crew's back here. We're gonna do an interview in a few minutes. But first, I need you to fill out this release form. Height, weight, nickname. Bruce Buffer, he's gonna need all of that, right?
So, another thing I wanted to mention, I don't think there's anybody else left in here, but whatever. You can quick create a fighter. Correct me if I'm wrong again. In the prior entry, I don't think you could use a real fighter to use in your career. I think you were forced to make your own fighter, if I remember correctly, because I own all the games, and I do not remember being able to use Conor frickin' McGregor or George St. Pierre or whoever. as my fighter. Such a simple thing, but a huge oversight in my opinion. Because I don't want to create my own fighter. I want to, you know, use someone that I like. Like, to me, that's amazing. Being able to do that. For your career.
You two ready for the interview?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, before we begin, and this is off the record,
Uh-oh.
I just hear there's an interesting story about how you two started working together.
Yo, he wants to hear about your first fight.
I hear it's a good one.
He hates when I tell the story, but oh man, I will never forget the first time I saw this kid. He was getting busted up. He looked like a zombie. It was one of those, let's say, amateur cards you can find across town from time to time. Great fights, never know if you're gonna see something special. Right, so yeah, this kid caught my eye because his eye was all busted up and bruised.
Anyway, so he's going on about how you're an up-and-coming fighter, even though you're George St. Pierre. But to me, that's huge. So those things right there are probably what's going to make me want to get the game. And I do have some confidence that they'll throw in some updates and stuff like that and polish up the game. But it feels good to me. It feels different. It's more accessible, I think is the word I'm looking for. It feels more accessible. Okay, block it. Nope, not doing good there. What difficulty is this shit on? Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm telling you, from easy to normal, it's a huge difference. Come on. Nope. I'm getting denied. And I'm running out of stamina too. Like big time. No. I'm getting everything blocked. So I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of that, to be honest. No. Yeah, I don't know what difficulty setting that's on, but it's huge compared to,
This isn't one of those stories where you find someone amazing out in the middle.
anyways, blah, blah, blah. Let's just get into it. Yeah, that was really hard compared to the Fight Now match I did. Definitely have to get used to the controls And put it on a easier difficulty if possible.
Good, good. 5 more seconds. Let's go. Work. Work. 3, 2, 1. And time. Beautiful. Hey, look who it is.
The wrestling games are always a lot easier.
Where champions are made. I could tell from that last fight, you got tons of heart, so I'm not surprised to see you back at it so soon. And you got great physical ability, too. Thanks. Now we just got to work on that technique a little bit. All right? Okay. Some people think that fighting is simple, like checkers. But you and I, we know better, right? It's more like chess. You have to have all the right pieces and know how to use them. All right? The masters make it look simple. But it takes hard work and an open
All right,
game,
enough rambling.
heavy bag and heavy punches. You ready? Bang! Nice!
Yeah, this is where you learn the moves, which is probably a good thing.
There it is! Push! Push now!
Ah, see, uppercuts? I didn't know how to do that. Oops, wrong button.
Nice setup. Keep it up.
Ah, that's how you do the body. Okay. So L2, right. And then to throw any body strike, hold the button. Oh, okay.
All day? Great. Let's do another.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at all the buttons you gotta push. Right, because L2's for the body, and then, right.
Good work. Nice strike. Another.
Body uppercut.
Let's go.
Holy cow.
Okay, okay. Now, try some overhands. Move. Move just like that. And punch sequences. Now. Nice. Keep going.
See, if you go too slow, it's not considered a combination.
Let's keep doing that. I like that. Moving on to the next. Keep at it. Nice setup. Keep it up.
Why isn't it working? Not working for some reason. So we've got square.
Good job.
It worked the first time. Isn't that funny? Let me turn around the other way. Ah, that's why. So if you turn this way,
Come on, go.
It's,
Go. Go. All right. Good
yeah,
work.
that's where it gets really
Next set.
confusing. Square.
Technique. Let's focus on technique. Okay?
Yeah, it's because of the whole southpaw thing. That was like really screwing me up.
Great job. Okay, kid, bring it in. That's some good work.
Yeah, the controls are definitely going to be something to get used to.
Smooth, strong. That's what we're doing today. Okay, let's see some blocks now. More of those. Yep, just like that. Okay.
Oh.
Dodge all of his attacks.
Oh, come on.
Nice strike. That'll keep him honest. That's it. All right, I like it. Swap your focus to the next set.
Tap R? I don't even know what this is. No, tap. Like that? Oh, because that's a lean. Okay, that's what it is. Okay.
Come on now, let's go. Yes, let's keep that up. Good, good. Moving on to the next one.
Oh, right, because you can lean this way, that way.
Come on now, a little bit more. I need more volume. Good work. Next set.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, this is going to take a while to get used to. I think everybody's gone for now. I think I might just end the stream. It's already been 45
Come on,
minutes.
let's pick it up here.
Yeah, I'll probably just do that.
That is beautiful. Okay, let me see your box.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice strike. That'll keep him honest. That's it. Nice shot.
No, it's out.
Nice.
You just have to be a part of EA Access and you get to play it for 10 hours.
That is beautiful. There we go. Nice strike.
Yeah, I'm just about
Working
to
there. Technique is solid. Amazing what little coaching can do.
end the
All
stream
right, okay,
shortly.
listen up. Just got a text about another amateur fight card coming up. All right? The opponent's a pretty basic brawler, so you'll pick him apart with what you just learned. I hope you're ready, because I already said we'll take the fight.
Oh, okay.
You sure?
Yeah,
You good?
I'm good.
My man. Let's go.
Definitely like it more than the last game. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Pretty sure I'll end up picking it up. It's great for $5 Canadian.
Yo, kid, here we are.
You join EA Access and
I don't count that last
you
one.
could play the game for 10 hours.
Remove that from your memory. Your journey starts right here in this parking lot. Fighting for no money. But where it ends, sky's the limit. All right? So relax. Yeah, breathe. Put the work in already. But
Ooh. Still don't know what I'm doing though. Ooh. Yeah, stamina management is what always gets me.
It's over.
I forget if just the R2 blocks or... Yeah, I have no concept of stamina management. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, my stamina is shot. Anyhow, I'm having fun, but it's definitely hard. And I don't think this is on easy right now. come on. There we go. Jesus. Definitely not easy for me. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. It's been an hour. There's nobody really in here. I'll be able to focus better as well if it's just myself. But that gives you a first initial impression of the game. Well, not only that, I also have to get to bed. Alright, thanks for stopping by for whoever still might be in here. Not too sure. It says 1 and then 0 for concurrent viewers. And, yeah. See ya.